Hi guys, it's Nancy with Nancy's Nibbles of Life and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Nancy and I'm on the WW plan. I'm on the blue plan and I get 23 points a day and I love bringing you content centered around WW. But sometimes I'll do something fun like a travel or a beauty vlog. Subscribers, thank you so much for clicking on the video and joining me again today. I have a good one for you and it's the monthly favorites. I love doing these videos. I had one for August and now I'm back for September. Are you ready to get into it? Let's go. I love doing the favorites videos because it allows me sometimes to introduce you to something new. But also, it's just a fun video to make, to go back over and talk about things that I've been eating all month long, or maybe even again that I've discovered, and I'd like to bring those to you. So let's just get started. I have them all here on my little shelf. So my favorite thing that I've discovered this month is this Pop Secret jumbo size popping corn. So, you know, this popcorn is still only 2 smart points for 2 tablespoons, but the best thing about it is the size of this popcorn. Look at the size of these kernels. They're huge. And you may think you're getting less popcorn because the kernels take so much space on your little tablespoon measurer, but it feels like the same quantity of popcorn to me, and it just pops up so nice and fluffy. So I've really been loving it. And this big bottle, I got it from Target and I love it, and I have popcorn almost every day as an afternoon snack. So 2 smart points per serving, and you know, you don't use any oil. I use my proper popper, which I'll link below. I love popcorn. If you've been watching this channel anytime, you know that I do. So these jumbo size kernels, just a good nice piece of popcorn. Again, it just pops up so nice and fluffy. I have really been loving this, and I got it from Target. Okay, another thing that I of course have been enjoying with my popcorn, and I probably mentioned this on a video a couple of months ago, but this Kernel Seasons, I've discovered another flavor that I really like, and it's the garlic parmesan. So, you know, not all flavors are alike. Some of them clump up after a couple of times that you've used them, but so far so good on this garlic parmesan. I really like it. So I of course have been putting that on top of my popcorn, and it is just, you know, garlicky, cheesy. So if you like to add a flavoring or a seasoning to your popcorn, this is one I would consider, the garlic parmesan from Kernel Seasons brand. They do really good. They have a butter one. They have a kettle corn, which is actually my favorite from this brand. But this one is also really good. The Parmesan cheese that I tried from them, it clumped up after a few tries, and so I haven't gone back to that one. So far the winners are this garlic parmesan and the kettle corn from that brand. Okay, let's move on. You know, everybody loves Boathouse dressings. You know, they seem to have done such a great job with that ranch. You could get the cucumber ranch or like a classic ranch. Well, now they have this cilantro avocado. Oh my God. This stuff is so good. I have really been loving it. You know, last night I baked some chicken breasts in the oven, and I just used it as a dipping, you know, sauce. It's so good. You will really love this. And the Boathouse is 2 smart points per serving. And so, you know, for 2 smart points, it's a really rich, flavorful dressing. You can see those herbs, that cilantro in the dressing. It's so good. You know, Boathouse does such a great job with these creamy dressings. The flavor is there and they keep the points low. So look out for this cilantro avocado dressing. You know, again, I used it as a dipping vessel for my chicken, but of course I've had it on salads. It's so good. So if you see this flavor, pick it up. 2 smart points. Speaking of salads, you know, I know lettuce is a little weird to put on your monthly favorites, but I have recently discovered this baby red butter lettuce, and I got this at Kroger. Ralph's is the grocery store for me that carries the Kroger brand items, but this baby red butter lettuce. You know, I just love it. It feels kind of like a cut above. You know, it's already packaged for you. It's organic. It's the Simple Truth organic brand. And, you know, it's already kind of cut out for you. The lettuce leaves are the perfect size. It's just such a pretty color. You know, the red leaf lettuce is actually the healthiest lettuce that you could use because of the vitamins. They're actually in the red part of the lettuce. So they say that the red lettuce is the, you know, healthiest that you could get because all the vitamins are there. So if you know, make salads every now and again and you have a Kroger next to you and they carry the Simple Truth organic brand, you might want to pick up some of this because, again, I feel like it's just kind of a cut above, something different, and it's really nutritious. It says soft, and this is it. It says soft, buttery texture with a sweet flavor. You know, that really does spell how I feel about that lettuce. It's just a soft texture to it. You know, I've really been enjoying it. And again, it's something weird to put on your favorites video, lettuce, because of course lettuce is very common. But I've really been enjoying this one. So if you see it, you might want to pick that up and give it a try. Okay, let's move on. Okay, since we're talking salads, I want to bring you an old favorite of mine that I have really been loving again this month because I have recently rediscovered it. You ever do that? You know, we eat salads quite a bit on WW because, of course, you know, vegetables are 0 smart points. And it is a great lunch or even dinner that you could put together for yourself. And so I have tons of dressing in my fridge. So it's nice to finish one and discover a new dressing or go back to an old favorite. And so I picked up this Skinny Girl poppy seed dressing. I really love this one. It's 0 smart points and it's a sweet dressing. I love the flavor of it. You know, you could add this to your wraps instead of a mayo. You could use this. Of course, you could put it over your greens and your tomatoes and your onions, but I really love this one. I've used it for a while. I'm not, you know, sharing anything with you that's new to the market, but 0 smart points. It's a really good dressing. If you've seen it and you've considered it, I would say go for it. It's sugar-free. It's really good. I really love that brand. All right, let's move on. So sometimes if you have a salad, you might have a cup of soup. So I have recently discovered these Lipton noodle soup envelopes. You know, this is a little different from what you could pick up in the can because you can decide how much you want from this soup. So this package comes with 2 envelopes. I'll show you what they look like. And if you use half of this envelope, it's 2 smart points. And so, you know, you're just boiling you some water and you're adding the soup mix to it, giving it a stir until the noodles get a little soft on you. And there you have an instant soup. But if you don't want half of the package, you could measure you out 2 tablespoons and it's only 1 smart point. So it just depends on how much you want. It says that there are 8 servings in the entire package. So, but I really love it because of course you get 2 servings, you know, I use 2 servings out of this and it's 2 smart points. So I really love it. You know, you might want to give it a try. The only thing about this product is that you might have to watch your sodium. You know, it's 28% of your daily sodium. So, you know, you might want to watch that. But you know, again, it's just something quick you could do for lunch. You can measure you out 2 tablespoons and have it for 1 smart point, or use a half of envelope for 2. So I really like that. So again, sometimes you might decide to have a soup and a salad. Okay, let's move on. Speaking of lunch, I found a new Trader Joe's favorite. I've already eaten this, but I saved the envelope so that I could share it with you, or the packaging so I could share it with you here because I knew I would be doing these. But it's the seafood paella. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so good, and it's only 4 smart points a serving. I love it because it is chock full of seafood. It has mussels and shrimp, and it has like a saffron based rice. It's so good. I picked this up 4 smart points. It says rice with shrimp, calamares, Yeah, calamars. Isn't that shrimp in Spanish? Mussels and bell pepper. So it's so good. I really love it. And again, you know what you do is just saute it in a skillet, and it's done. You don't have to add anything to it. 4 smart points of serving. I really loved it. So the seafood paella in the frozen section over at Trader Joe's. If you see it, you might want to pick it up. It's really good. 4 smart points for a quick lunch, something that's a little different. I really like it. Okay, I saw this Ready Whip in the grocery store. 0 sugar. It says keto friendly. 1 smart point. So I really love to have a whip topping. You know, if you've seen any of my videos before, you know that I love adding a whip topping to my fruit at the end of the night. I may add some of those Lily's sugar-free chocolate chips and a few almonds and add some whip topping, and I have what I think is a great dessert. So if you see this, you might want to pick it up. And it passed the taste test. It was really good. 1 smart point. So there you go, the Ready Whip 0 sugar. Okay, another Trader Joe's find that I really like, and you gotta kind of be careful with these because they are sweet and crunchy, and I could see myself going a little overboard. So you really should count out how many you're eating or measure them out. But it's the Trader Joe's Cornbread Crisp. Oh my goodness, look at that. Get that out of the way. Look at these things. Let me open the package and show you one. Look, it's just a little chip, but man, are they delicious. It says Trader, you can smell it. It does taste like cornbread, like a sweet cornbread in a chip form. It's so good. Trader Joe's Cornbread Crisp, sweet and salty cornbread snack. I love it. So, wow, you know, again, you kind of have to be careful. 5 smart points, but you know, that's how much you'd spend on some chips, right? So I've had these with my wrap for lunch and just called it a day. But again, it's kind of one of those things where you start snacking, it might be hard to put down. Sweet and salty cornbread snack. If you see these and you think you can control yourself, you might want to pick them up because they are delicious. Okay, another thing that I have been really enjoying this month making are my Vietnamese spring rolls. And I will drop in a picture of what those look like, but I have really enjoyed making them. You know, I love Asian cuisine, you know, and so anything that I can make at home where I can control the calories and the points, I'm doing it. So I love a spring roll, and I picked up these rice paper rolls. This brand is Dynasty. They are 2 smart points for 2 of the rolls. It's rice paper. And so basically you're just kind of getting your rice paper a little moist. It makes it pliable. You could add some ingredients to it, roll it up, and you have a spring roll. And it's really good and something different that you could offer up to your friends and your family or just yourself for lunch, you know. I love going out to eat in Asian restaurants, but you know, I never behave. I always have to really count out what I'm gonna eat and make sure that I stick to that because you could easily overeat, you know. So when I can make my favorites at home, I always do. And these rice paper rolls, really, really, really fun to do something with. So, you know, if you see them up and you feel like being a little creative for lunch, you might want to consider using them. Okay, I think this is my last item. It's another Trader Joe's item, and it's their shredded light, low moisture, part skim mozzarella cheese. 2 smart points for this cheese. Here's the packaging. The creaminess on this cheese, the way it melts, I can't tell you how great it is. You know, you could get a lot of light cheeses or low fat cheeses, but they don't melt great. You know, they almost get crispy on you. And so you can't really taste it and you can't enjoy that cheesiness that you're looking for a low point cheese. This is it. I made a shrimp omelet recently and added a little bit of cheese to the top. And the way that it melted was just so nice. It had a cheese pool, an actual cheese pool. You know, that's the dream. So I can't say too many good things, enough good things about this cheese. 2 smart points. If you see it at Trader Joe's and you love cheese, pick it up. You won't regret it. It's a great, great cheese. You know, in place of some of the other ones that you're picking up. For 2 smart points, it's so worth it. Okay, I think that is the last item for my September favorites. Not a lot, you know, but I've really been enjoying all of these items, and these are this again is a fun thing to do. So even if there are 2 or 3 items, I'll try to bring them to you so that you can see what they are and maybe give you some ideas. But I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a like and comment on the video and subscribe if you haven't. I love bringing you guys these videos, and I look forward to bringing you more. Okay guys, that's it for today. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!